friends, today we are going to be on 3-5 and doing some other problems together for long division. And then Mrs. Hagen usually leaves you a couple to do on your own as well. So for now, we are going to be doing on the top row. I'm going to cross out a few mainly because I want you to have just enough space to write your count bys. Okay, so we are going to cross out number 2. And then we are going to cross out number 6. And we are going to cross out number 7 because we have some story problems on the bottom that we're going to do too. So let's zoom in and we're going to look at number 1. Remember that you can have your multiplication table out if you'd like so that you can have your count bys right near you. So I'm going to put my steps up at the top. Divide, multiply, subtract, C for check, and B for bring down. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? First step, I'm going to divide. I'm going to say how many times can 5 fit into 6? Well, if I start doing my count bys over here, I get to the second one and it's already too big, so it only fits in 1 time. Then I do multiply. I do 1 times 5. That's what I subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. My next step is check. Do I have any other numbers to bring down? Yes, I do. Put your arrow, bring down your 5. And the process starts over again. How many times does 5 fit into 15? I look over at my little nice handy chart over here where I'm doing my count bys. And I go, oh, it fits in perfectly. How many times did it fit in? 1, 2, 3. 3 times. Then I'm taking that 3 times my 5. 3 times 5 equals 15. That's my number that I'm going to subtract. 15 take away 15 is 0. Then I have to check, are there any other numbers to bring down? Yes, there are. Bring my 2, my arrow goes all the way down. Bring my 2 down, and then I say, can 5 fit into 2? It fits in 0 times, so I mark that spot with a 0. It does not fit in there, and then I know that my remainder is what I have left, so remainder 2. You do need to mark that spot with a 0 if it doesn't fit in, okay? And when you're doing these on listening with me, you really need to be making it look neat like mine, as neat as you can so that I can read it, okay? All right, let's go over to number. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to, okay? Because I kind of zoom in a little bit. All right, here we go with our next one. How many times does 6 fit into 8? Start my count bys. 6, 12. Oh, too big, isn't it? So I go back. It only fits in 1 time. 1 times 6 is 6. Then I subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. My next step is to check. Yes, I have a number to bring down. I can only bring down 1 number at a time. Bring down my 4, and I start over again. How many times does 6 fit into 24? I got to keep counting over here. 6, 12, 18, 20. Ooh, perfect, right? How many times was that? 1, 2, 3. It fits in 4 times. And 4 times this number again. 4 times 6 is 24. I subtract. 24 minus 24 is 0. I check. Do I have another number? Yes, I do. I bring it down, and it's a 0. So I say, does 6 fit into 0? No, it does not, but I still have to mark that spot with a 0. It fits in 0 times, and I do not have a remainder because it's remainder 0. If you feel better about writing remainder 0, you can do that. Not necessary, though. Okay, so now we've done 2 together. I am going to leave that smaller one, number 4, is one that you're going to do by yourself. Okay, so you're going to be saying how many times does 7 fit into 9, and then you'll start counting your 7s over here. All right, let's go down and do one of the bigger ones together. So we're going to look at number 5. If you want to pause the video and do number 4, you can do that. All right, let's look at number 5. First step is to divide. How many times does 5 fit into 6? Start my count bys. Oh, it only fits in once, doesn't it? So put my 1 up here, and then I say 1 times my 5 is 5. That's my subtract number. 6 take away 5 is 1. My next step is to check. Do I have a number to bring down? Yes, I do. Bring down your 5, and we start over again. How many times does 5 fit into 15? Well, I look at my chart, 5, 10, 15. It fits in 1, 2, 3 times, doesn't it? And 3 times 5 is 15. And then I subtract 0. I check, do I have another number to bring down? Yes, I do. Got to be neat about it. I bring down a 0. Okay. Does 5 fit into 0? Nope, it does not. So I have to mark that spot with a 0. I'm keeping my digits up there right above in the exactly where Mrs. Hagen is putting them, okay? Now I check. Is there another number to bring down? We have 3 arrows on this one, guys. I bring down my 2, and I say, does 5 fit into 2? No, it does not. I still have to mark that spot with a 0. Okay, and then whatever's left over, my remainder is 2. You always want to make sure that your remainder, that this number, is always smaller than your divisor. Okay? Always make sure, and then you'll know that you're done. So 1,300, remainder 2 was our answer for that one. Okay? You could circle your other answers for me too. That would be nice. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave one bigger one for you as well. Okay, so you're going to be doing number 4 and 8 on your own. Okay, so just be very careful. When you start this one, you say, how many times does 8 fit into 9? Okay, oh, it only fits once, doesn't it? And then I know that I take the 1 times the 8 and subtract. Okay, 9 minus 8 is 1. And I'm going to stop right there, but you're going to bring down and you're going to start again. And then when we look, finish those 2 on the top, and then down below, okay, I'm going to have you do one of these in the middle, okay? I'm going to have you do number 10. I'm going to say that these 2 are extra credit. I'm not going to cross them out. I'm going to see if who could possibly do those. That would be awesome. So there's story problems, but they're long division. Okay, let's look at number 10. There were 1,148 students at Jefferson High School who wanted to go on a field trip. Since they could not all go at the same time, they went in 7 equal groups. How many students were in each group? So that's why we have this nice space over here so that we can show our work. So we're going to put our number under the house. Okay, 7 into 1, 148. And then it's a division problem. Okay, so I say, how many times does 7 fit into 1? Does it fit in there? No, it does not. So I have to go, how many times does 7 fit into 11? Start your count bys. Oh, 14's too big, isn't it? I can't go over 11, so I have to go with 1 time. 1 times 7 is 7, and then subtract. 11 take away 7 is 4. I check. I have to bring down my next number, and then you're going to keep going on that one. How many times does 7 fit into 44? You're going to need to do some more count bys over here, aren't you? 7, 14, use your table, 21, 28, 35. 7 times 6 is 42. Ooh, that's pretty close without going over. 48 is too big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 6. You can fit 7 in there 6 times. Okay, and 7 times 6 is 42. I want you to finish this. I want you to subtract, and then I want you to bring down your next number. Okay? The other two are extra credit. So when you are ready, if you could meet me on the remembering side, and we're going to explain what we're going to do on that page. Okay? All right, here we are on the back side today. And we are only going to be doing the top half of our paper, so we can cross off this bottom part right here. Okay? I want you to do up here with the table. They've got different lakes. And the table shows the water surface area of the Great Lakes. You're going to use this information to answer your question. So you're going to need some of your white space here. So it says, what is the combined surface area of 2 Great Lakes with the greatest surface area? So I'm going to pick the 2 lakes that have the biggest number and add them up. So let's look at our numbers and see which are the 2 biggest. I got 25, 59, 57, okay, 19, 82. So I'm going to put a little star by the 2 that are the biggest. My next biggest one would be Huron. So those are my 2 numbers that I'm going to add up. And I've got some nice white space right here that I can show my work and line up your digits carefully. I'm actually going to have you not do question 2 because I just want one of those questions with the table. And then you guys are super good when you get down to number 3, 4, and 5. These are just our up and over ones. So 39 times 4, and I go up, and then I go over. And if I carry a number, like on the first one, 4 times 9 is 36. I carry my 3, I put my 6 down here, then I go this way, 4 times 3, and I need to make sure that I'm adding my number on top, which you guys should be pretty good at doing by now. All right, and that is your math for today.